the new board members, and welcome back to the remaining board members from the last 4 years, I think 4 years. I'm Brandon Burkholder. I'm the Child Nutrition Supervisor. My responsibilities include oversight of all 11 school cafeterias, the nutrition program, ensuring USDA compliance, menu development, nutritional analysis, and the role of the lunch menu, as the students would call me when they see me in the school. So it's nice to meet you. Oh, and we have, I think you wanted to add, we have 74 employees in the food service department as well.
Good evening, everybody. My name is Jack Bowden. I'm the coordinator for technology. I have a staff of 11 under me, and we coordinate all the efforts of computing infrastructure for the school division.
Hello everyone, my name is Steve Godwin. I am the Custodian Supervisor. It's my pleasure to work with 45 custodians here in Accomack County, and I love working with them. They do a very good job. So my role is to make sure that the schools are maintained, clean, especially through the custodian and everything. So I think that we're doing a very good job in doing that. So again, thank you all.
Good evening. I'm the Executive Director for the secondary schools. So some of my duties and responsibilities, which I want to do, is oversee middle and high schools. Some of the things that I do, but not limited, is instructional leadership, the course offering guide, which I present each year, driver's education, both classroom and behind the wheel, our AP and dual enrollment classes, which I work very close with the community college. We have at least once a month meetings, if not more, as well as we are working on the lab grant for the state. We have the intern program for our second year now, which is going really good, so I also oversee the payroll for that. Our instructional stipend forms, I oversee those for the secondary. Another big one is our career and technical education. So for any of you all that have not been out to see our trade and industry programs, please let me know any of them that you want to go to. I'd love to take you to see those, as well as you all have heard me say we are doing the Navy JROTC program starting next year. So that'll be another one of our programs for CTE, as well as I oversee the Perkins Grant. Another program we have for secondary is Gear Up, which is actually only for our graduating class of 2027. That was an organization that picked that cohort class. We have seen them from middle school to now their 9th grade, and that'll follow them through their senior year, and I oversee the grant for that. Also, the Title V grant, for those that are not familiar, that is for rural and low income school divisions. Basically, a school division that has greater than 20% of students ages 5 to 17 that are considered poverty. So I oversee that grant. Our newest grant, which is the All in Virginia grant, which I work with Ms. Ella Jordan and Katie Ferrell on, and that's been a work in progress as we keep getting updates still from the state, of which I will say Ms. Ferrell is not here tonight because she is at a University Act conference in Richmond. So hopefully she'll be coming back with some news for that for the next board meeting. Her and I also work together on our Cal Ripken labs. We now have a lab in every one of our elementary and middle schools. So we're really excited. And then we just got an email last month where they have just bought quite a bit of new equipment and supplies for us, and we were going to be doing a PD with the teachers on January 29th. So we're really excited they're coming here for that. Also, the junior achievement, we do that with our 8th graders, and that's basically about career exploration, but we're also getting ready to start the 7th grade math program, and we're invited every year to Salisbury. It was at Wycomico Civic Center. They now have their own facility for junior achievement, which is in the old Kmart. I got to go up there to have a tour. It is amazing, the facility and what they did with Kmart to put an auditorium in there and actually be able to have real world virtual things. And I also work collaboratively with Ms. Ferguson. Her and I oversee all of our counselors for both instruction, counseling, and testing. So it's just a few things.
My name is Paul Watts, I'm Facility Supervisor. We work out at Annville High School. We have 13 employees. 3 of those are groundskeepers, 10 of those are facility positions. Manage day-to-day operations, plan and prioritize, work with the staff and everything. And we do everything from electric, plumbing, heat and air, you name it, we're here for it.
Good evening. Tanya Martin, the coordinator of health services. My office is located at Badger South Bay Hill High School. My roles and responsibilities include, but are not limited to, supervising 11 school nurses and 10 health assistants in conjunction with the school principal, implementing the school health program, functioning as a school nurse in every school when school nurses are absent, serving as a member on several committees to include the School Health Advisory Board, Safety, Virginia Preschool Initiative, and the new Superintendent's Cabinet, providing training for school staff members who are assigned to perform medical procedures or who are monitoring a student with health needs such as food allergies, etc., serving as a resource for school nurses and school administrators, ensuring compliance with legal and county requirements regarding the maintenance and the functional service area, including the proper supplies, the storing of medications, and the appropriate documentation system. I also develop, update, and implement written policies and procedures for clinical services and programs addressing health issues. I act as a liaison and promote positive collaboration with community providers for a range of services addressing child and adolescent health. I provide assistance with managing infectious illness outbreaks within our schools, and perform a critical role by addressing the major health problems experienced by children. In addition, you may see me, I sometimes work in the emergency room as well on the weekends. I hope I don't see you there. It's really rewarding navigating the challenges and collaborating with cross-functional teams to ensure the health and safety of Accomack County Public Schools staff and students. And I look forward to working with you all.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Tracy Mera, and I'm the coordinator for English language instruction, migrant, and gifted and talented programs. So I'm just going to give you a little snippet for each program, okay? For the EL program, which is our English language program, we currently have 795 students who require English language instruction by an endorsed EL teacher. And we have 18 of those teachers. We also have 267 students who are currently being monitored. Some of the things that I have to do is supervise the screening, the testing, and the placement of the EL students, maintain appropriate records by using our database that's called Elevation, which really helps, analyze the WIDA assessment data to identify areas for improvement, establish goals, and monitor improvement. That's just a little bit. Under the migrant program, in our last performance period, which ended at the end of August, we had 88 migrant students. And with that, I managed the local, state, and federal databases for accuracy of identification of migrant students. We also plan the summer migrant program for our students, which we usually hire about 20 staff members for 20 days during the summer months. I also plan to provide parent engagement activities for those families. Next, we have, also I have 2 federal grants that I implement and manage. I have the Title III Part A, which is for the EL students, and Title I Part C, which is for the migrant students. Which, under that, includes writing the grant and writing amendments if needed. I maintain and collect information for federal monitoring, which is scheduled every 3 years for Title I Part C and every 5 years for Title III Part A. Under the gifted program, we currently have 261 students enrolled in the academics part of the program, 249 students enrolled in the virtual arts, and we have 3 tag teachers. We also process, monitor, type referrals, and schedule testing for those, for the program. Also coordinate the application process for residential summer governor school and submit the applications to the state. We usually send 4 to 6 students to that program. I also serve as the director for the summer regional governor school, which includes students from Accomack, Northampton, and Broadwater. And we have 2 weeks in the summer with about 24 to 25 students. And I also supervise 10 interpreters for Spanish and Haitian Creole. And that's all. That's just a little bit. Thank you.
Thank you. Good evening. So I'm Jennifer Ennis, Director of Special Ed. I've been in the county for 26 years, and I supervise a staff of 79. we have over 700 students with disabilities. We have over 200 students with 504 plans. I oversee all students that are on medical homebound, that are on home-based based on an IEP team decision, and then related services for students in the community that are homeschooled if they receive a related service. I oversee the placement of all students in alternative placements, whether it's a state facility, a state hospital, a day treatment facility, or residential. Oversee the division compliance for both locality, state, and federal regulations, and we support the staff in all of those endeavors. Oversee the student support monitors for all of our students that require extra care and support. Oversee the SBIT program, which is the student-based intervention team that is kind of the gateway for gen ed students to get extra support, whether it's through an IEP, a 5-4 plan, or even just monitoring for extra support. We also have students that go through for just behavioral needs, and on average we have about 250 students that are being progress monitored, whether it's for academics, behavior, or just data in general to kind of see what supports we can put in place through Title I and things like that. Oversee all of the division training for special ed and our staff. We have certain requirements for our support staff as well. They must be required to complete autism training within the first 30 days of employment and things like that we monitor. Oversee everything legal, from OCR complaints, due process, state complaints, mediation, etc. I write the annual plan every year for all of our flow-through funds for special ed. I complete the CISNA application and monitor that throughout the year. That pays for our 2 behavior specialists that we have. We have the reverse inclusion peer model program, so all of the peer model applications come through me for approval and monitoring. Oversee the SEAC committee, which is here tonight. We have the ESY program that runs in the summer, and then also I'm a member of CPMT for both Accomack and Northampton County. And that's the highlights. So thank you.
Hello, good evening, everyone. I am Yellow Jordan. I'm the coordinator of student services here for Accomack County Public School. I like to think of myself as the spicy one of everybody. I've been in education since 2004, and I hold 2 master's degrees and 1 education specialist degree. I am currently located at the school board office, and here's a few of my responsibilities and duties. I am in charge of attendance, which also includes truancy. I do discipline. I'm over the All Ed programs, the Reconnect program, Virtual Virginia. I do Obeys and bullying prevention with Julie. I am over 4 mental health counselors, 2 school social workers, and I also work collaboratively with everyone on the cabinet as it pertains to students, especially the All in Virginia grant with Katie and Karen. I attend the school safety conference yearly, which is our year is coming up in July, and I also stay current on all trends and in education, so I read a lot at home. I don't look like a reader, but I read a lot, and I stay on a lot of the TikTok challenges and things that may impact our schools, and I report those out to the administrative team as I see those things and hear of trends that impact schools. So basically, my job's never done, and welcome aboard to everybody. If y'all ever need me, I'm only a phone call away. Thank you.
Good evening. Welcome new board members. My name is Bobby Bennett. I am the facilities director and also the chair of the safety committee, but I'll focus tonight mostly on facilities. That's what I do most. Both the supervisors said we got 13 people in the facilities full-time, 3 part-time, 34 full-time custodians, 7 part-time, and 5 subs. So we've got a total of 63 people within the facilities department. So our day-to-day operations from start to finish is keeping the schools clean, keeping the schools safe, keeping the schools operational, heating, air, plumbing, the whole deal. A lot of times our days start really early. Tomorrow will be one of them probably. We also coordinate projects like the Accomack Primary School. I'll be involved in that on a lot of stuff, and I'll speak to that more in just a little bit. We coordinate projects, we manage projects, we solicit bids for projects that we don't do in-house, and we do a number of projects in-house. It's a big job, and I'm fortunate because I've got 2 really good supervisors and 63 members of a great staff. Thank you.
Paul Brabazon, Transportation Supervisor, Accomack County Public Schools. I oversee the bus shop, I have 150 employees underneath me, bus drivers, aides, shopmen, shop ladies, staff in our office also. We operate 95 regular and special ed runs every day. We run 50 midday runs. That can be various programs, the all ed program, the internships, Teachers of Tomorrow, the Kenny Bento programs. We also operate roughly 300 after school trips, which would be athletic trips and special trips during the course of the year. Summer school is also included in our programs, where we have 45 drivers operating every day for summer school in the course of the summer. Our operations on a normal day run from 5:30 in the morning to 6 o'clock at night. Our longest runs are 260 miles going across the bay and back per day. What else we do? Myself, I am responsible for compliance and certification for National Highway Safety Administration, for National Motor Carrier Safety Administration, entry-level driver training, BDOE certification, and DMV certification. Our drug and alcohol testing program is required for all our drivers. It's also under my umbrella. Last but not least, I am an advisor on weather. So that's what our responsibilities are at the bus shop, and that's my responsibility. Welcome to everybody.
Good evening, my name is Kim Ferguson, and I am the coordinator of Assessment, Accountability, and Guidance. On January 1st, I celebrated my 6-month anniversary in this position. When 5.5 months are up, I'll come back and tell you the other parts of my job that I might not know what I do. The first hat that I wear is assessment. Anything that involves testing encompasses this arena. SOLs, growth testing, WIDA, and our L students, as well as CTE certifications and VAP. So in July, I will be back with an update as to how our students did on their assessments this year. To quote Bobby Bennett, is there a day in January that you are not testing? Well, January is a big testing month. Right now, we have growth testing for grades 3 through 8 in English and math, science and civics in our 8th grade for end of course, and of course our high school and CTE certification tests are going on. I oversee 11 school test coordinators and help make sure that all of our schools are in compliance with BDOE guidelines. I represent Accomack County Schools as the Director Division of Testing for our schools at the state meetings and at Region 2 meetings. The second role I have is accountability, also known as accreditation. I work with all of our schools to make sure that the data presented to the state is correct. Any schools who had yellow or red statuses in their accreditation report, a plan was made as to how we could target those areas. Our 2 main accreditation target areas this year were attendance and CCCRI. While tackling attendance concerns, I work very closely with Ms. Jordan and the schools to improve our attendance rates. We meet with students, parents, and admin to address those concerns. Our CCCRI was another area that affected our schools, so in conjunction with Karen, we work with CTE teachers, principals, and school counselors on data collection and making sure that all of our seniors have attained their college, career, and civic readiness upon graduation. Luckily, last summer, we were able to submit some data changes that allowed our schools to become greener. It is my goal this year to make sure that our data is in pristine condition on first submission. So I will be back in August to give you an accreditation report. The other part of my job is to coordinate, mentor, challenge, and support our 14 school counselors that serve our students. I enjoy working in this role with Karen and Katie. I plan professional development, train new counselors, do evaluations, write policies, and ensure that our students have access to their school counselors. I attend state meetings to make sure that we are meeting guidelines and getting all the new ideas. In addition, I work with Greta on our school-based data system known as PowerSchool. I oversee the registration of students in Accomack County, making sure that all schools are implementing the same policies. For example, the other part of my job is going where needed. For example, today, I served as the test coordinator at one of the schools, went to another school to help that test coordinator get ready for tomorrow, and then came back and worked with Teresa on our WEDA test training with our L teachers. Many roles to fulfill, but it's definitely a job I love.
Good evening, members of the board. My name is Beth Whitelock. I'm the Director of Human Resources and Staffing for the school division. I am new to the division. I started in September 2023. So I'd like to welcome all of you. I'm responsible for the hiring, retention, background processing, and onboarding of all staff within the school division. I'm also responsible for teacher licensure, employee relations, employee investigations, all policies related to personnel, Freedom of Information Act officer. I'm also the Title II contact person, the federal grant that includes effective teaching, high quality teachers, staff, and also mentoring. I am in charge of Title IX, the contact for staff. I do work at the school board. I have 1.5 administrative secretaries that work directly with me. I also provide oversight and as a liaison to the division mentor and the mentors that work underneath her, as well as providing support for student services, our coordinator there. I'm working on the absence management system within our new payroll, ERP, payroll HR software program that we're getting ready to launch. I'm currently the compensation liaison with our new compensation study group. I also work in federal, state reports that are related to staff, and I've recently been appointed by the Virginia State Superintendent to serve on the investigative panel for teacher licensure. So, again, welcome. Thank you.
Good evening. My name is Beth Onley. I started in Accomack County Public Schools in 1992 as the finance director, and I believe that makes me the second longest standing administrator behind Dr. Hall. So I've seen a lot of changes throughout the years. I believe when we started, our annual budget was in the upper teens, and last year it topped $70 million. And every single person that you have heard from tonight has a financial need of some sort. And I have to work with all of them. So it depends if it's their grants, if it's their budgets, if it's filing excess cost reports for special education. Our department works with every single one of the people that you've heard speak tonight. The requirements that have increased over the years are incredible. Financial requirements as far as being audited. The new Government Accounting Standards Board issues bulletins. We must comply because we're a part of the county audit. Special education is a hot spot. And of course, all of these SR CARES funds have really taxed our department. In addition, I am the Chief Operating Officer, which is who works with operations. And you've heard from the wonderful operational side of the house. I believe that we have the best team that we've ever had since I've been here for over 30 years. They work very well together. They communicate. So if something in buildings affects food service, there's a communication there, or vice versa, transportation. So thank you very much. You see me a lot, but I'll see you later on tonight. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Julie Evans, and I'm the division teacher mentor, instructional coach for Accomack County. I've been here 27 years, loved every minute of it. I work closely with our instructional team, our HR team, administrators, and teachers. My main role is to support our new teachers that come into our division and throughout the school year with anything that I can do to help them grow and mentor them. I also have administrators that reach out to me with concerns with teachers that have been here that might need some additional support, and our team also helps them. I'm fortunate to have 2 special education mentor coaches that work with me, as well as a lot of retired teachers who have been a vital part of our mentoring and coaching program. Some of the supports we do in the schools, we do non-evaluative classroom visits, follow-up, and discussion with teachers about the visit, planning and developing engaging lessons with the teachers, co-teaching, and providing classroom management ideas and strategies. Summer's a very busy time for me because we are busy planning our week-long New Teacher Academy that occurs in August. That's 7 days of extensive professional development, introducing newly hired teachers to community outreach programs, and networking and team building activities with organizations around the Eastern Shore, with colleagues and administrators within their buildings. I also help out with the recruiting. When recruiting season comes, I network with colleges, universities, and various educational platforms to introduce our school district and set up and attend recruitment fairs and follow up with potential candidates as we interview them. I'm also a certified consultant for the Old Bay's Bullying Prevention Program, and over the past 4 years, our team of 8 have served to train elementary and middle school staff within the division, and then those school teams have turnkeyed and provided training and tailored the bullying prevention program within their schools. Thank you.
Okay, last but not least. My name is Becky Haney. I'm the lead social worker for the county. My office is at Accomack Elementary School, but I work at all 11 schools. Part of my job is conducting social history assessments for children that are being tested for special education. I oversee the McKinney-Vento program, which is a program for people that are in transitional housing. So I work really closely with a lot of these families, connecting them to resources like housing, food, anything that they really need. Crisis management is a part of my job, so I conduct suicide risk assessments, but I'm also called when there's high risk cases to help with the decision making on that for the students. I'm the foster care liaison for the county. I facilitate community outreach events such as Parent University. We have a countywide clothing closet that I manage. I'm also on the attendance team, and we attend court for truancy cases. I'm a member of the community partners of the Eastern Shore, the FACT team, the Rapid Response team, the Eastern Shore Overdose Fatality Review Committee, Old Bay's, and SHAP, the Shore Health, School Health Advisory Board. And then I provide trainings as